Hey Gorilla family, you're here with me, Mr. B, and this little shit, Lenny G. Say hello, lad.
Hello, everyone.
Are you going to be on your best behaviour today?
Yes, I'm going to be on my best behaviour.
See, shall we? So, today we're looking at one of the best weapons in Battlefield 1, which is the Fedorov Degtyarev? The Fedi D, whichever way you want to call it. I'm calling it the Fedi D. This weapon is a superb weapon for the medic class, and it's a pre-order bonus for pre-ordering Battlefield 5 as like a thank you for the guys. But to find out more on exactly how this weapon handles, and to find out more about our giveaway for Battlefield 5, stay tuned and put all the bullshit to one side. Let's roll.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, though our friendship ceases from now on.
Okay, so as always, we're going to let the gameplay do the talking for itself. I'm going to include some sound this time rather than... never mind. I caught that one up on the last one. So, the Fedi D. I'm not going to keep trying to pronounce that D word because it's not happening. If you know how to pronounce it, just spell it out for me in the comments below so I can finally get used to it. So, the Fedi D. Now, the Fedi D is a medic class weapon and it belongs in the 450 fire rate. It comes with two different types of sights, one being the standard iron sights and the other one the AA sights. I don't know which I prefer. I think I prefer the standard iron sights. The AA sights seem a bit wrong. It doesn't suit the weapon. I'd love to know if that gun actually had that sight back in the day. I'm not sure. For me, I'd stick with the iron sights. It's a much better... it gives a much better indication of where your bullets are actually going to go. When you sort of look on to the stats of the different weapons, you've got the Fedorov trench, or the Fedi A trench, which has much better hip fire, so for a run and gun weapon that would be better. This one is suited to a much different playstyle because of the tripod and the longer barrel, which is indicated in the control statistic. That I'll touch on later on. It's quite an interesting weapon and it suits me right down to the ground. It's one of my favourite weapons in the whole game. I think, personally, for a medic class, there isn't really much. You've got the side slap or the Sebasti trade or whatever it's called. That's a very good gun. The RSC is a much lower fire rate, but I don't think it compares with what this can do. If you like your support class with your LMGs, this will suit you right down to the ground and help you get more into the medic classes, which are, in my opinion, much more advantageous to a squad than a support class. Yes, support can drop ammo crates, but the medic class is a lot better for keeping people alive, which is ultimately what wins the game. So, let's have a look at the gameplay. The first thing to note when using the weapon is its recoil pattern. Now, something very special happens here, which you'll see in the third one. When you just hit firing as a rough straight up, when you're ADSing, stood up ADSing, it's a much more manageable recoil pattern. But when you go prone, when you engage the tripod, it is like a fecking laser beam. You look at the footage, it's literally drilling a hole into the wall. It's bloody hell. I've known drills that don't go as perfect as that. According to the statistics of the actual gun, the sweet spot is sort of 25-30 meters. Disregard that completely. I have taken on snipers with this gun at 150-200 meters. Especially when you're prone, because it literally does fire like a laser. So if you see the glints, you can literally just get down, get out your tripod and just start firing at the glint, and you'll, if nothing else, you will pester the sniper to the point where he can't get a shot on you, because obviously he's flinching from the hits that you are getting. So you might not kill them, but you'll certainly bloody move them, which helps your squad. And that is one of its biggest assets, the fact that it acts like an LMG and you can get the distance from the prone. The only thing that really affects it from a distance point of view is something that affects all guns in BF1, which is the randomized bloom. Thank God they're getting rid of that in Battlefield 5. It'll just go on recoil, and it's going to obviously be more of a hit scan weapon. Now, if that had been in this game, then this gun would have been seriously OP, because you'd be able to take anything out at any range, and it wouldn't have mattered. One of the things I noticed as well, and I don't know if this is a glitch of sorts, but there was a point in this match that you're watching now where towards the end, one of those stupid gas, but I hate gas. Whose idea was it to put fucking gas in this game?
You hit everything that can kill you easily.
Oh, very funny.
Well, it's true. It's not Daz's fault. You're just rubbish.
Yeah, look, we all know I'm not the best game. You don't have to keep rubbing it in. Thank you very much. But I had to obviously get the gas mask on, but I went prone, and obviously you can't ADS when you're prone, but so I hip fired whilst I was on the floor, and it kept the same recoil pattern, which meant I could still murder the enemies, just literally mow them down whilst hip firing prone. And I don't think that should be quite right. I think that might be a glitch, but it's certainly something certainly something to keep in mind when you're in those situations with gas. If you're in a gas situation, you're getting pushed, just hit the floor, get your gas mask on, and just hip fire the damn thing. The next thing to touch on is its effective range, its killing range, and for me it says 25-30 meters, but you can get away with a lot further. However, I wouldn't push it too far. If you're after kills and not just pissing people off like snipers, then when you're prone you can extend that 25-30 to at least 40-50 for an effective range. Now, if you're hip firing, obviously 10 to 15 meters. If you're ADSing, that's your 25 to 30, and then prone, you're looking at 30 to 50 meters for an effective range. If you're just laying down suppressive fire, then the map's your oyster. Just pick out a target and get going. And as far as I'm concerned, this weapon in particular, whether you're suppressing, whether you're proning to, you know, protect a hard point or something like that, or whether you're running and gunning, this gun literally is the answer to all your needs. It has everything: a fast fire rate for running and gunning, a good manageable recoil for the long range stuff, and not too much sway when you're ADSing on your feet. I can't find many bad points. If I was going to be hypercritical, like super hypercritical, the aesthetics of the gun, it looks like Cinderella's two ugly sisters had a baby. Somehow. Work it out. I think one of them might have been a man. Work it out. So, the thing is, it's not a nice looking gun at all. It looks like a builder stuck a pipe on the end of it. If I was dropped down in a battle royale situation and I knew how to make a spud gun, that's what it would look like. So the aesthetics ain't brilliant. The AA sights look terrible on it. I can see a reason to have the AA sights if you're ADSing from a close range on your feet type battle, because it does help you there, but it doesn't help you in the short range, and it's actually going to be hip firing, and it certainly doesn't help you in the long range. So the AA sights are pretty much a very specialist thing. But they're the only critics I can come across. Out of all the 5 weapons, the M1919, the one I covered yesterday, the Mosin Nagant, the M1911 hand pistol, which I'm not going to cover because it's just a reskin. It's pointless. This is by far the best one of the lot. Now, whether it's worth pre-ordering Battlefield 5 for is up to you. But personally, from someone who hasn't unlocked a lot of the weapons, there's nothing else to really compare it to, because it's one of the only pre-order bonuses that is actually different to anything else on the in the class. That says as much as it needs to, really. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of this weapon, and all in all, I can't recommend it enough. have you tried the Feddy D? Have you pre-ordered Battlefield 5? Get into the comment section and let me know. And while we're on the subject of Battlefield 5, hello, I'm actually doing a giveaway of a copy of Battlefield 5. Now, at the moment, it's only open to the UK, but I am working on opening up to the whole world. And it doesn't matter if you're on Xbox, PC, or PS4, or whatever, the copy will be yours. I'm going to pick a subscriber at random. I'm going to find a piece of software to do it for me. A week before the game's due to release, and I'm going to order them a copy. So the only way to enter is one way, is subscribe. Now, if I manage to figure out a way of ordering it throughout the world or worldwide to include everybody, because I don't just like the idea of UK only, so I'm just going to order it through Amazon, then I will announce that. If you know a way of doing that, put it in the comment section, get into a discussion with me and let me know, because if you can figure out a way, one, or if you know of a way, one, obviously I'll thank you publicly and tell you you're my messiah, but two, it also allows everybody else to get into this giveaway as well. So if you want a free copy of Battlefield 5, subscribe now by hitting the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because you're going to miss on excellent videos like this. I have been having a lot of technical difficulties this week, otherwise the weekly update would have been out by now. My PC just loves trolling the shite out. I think it's Mr. B-ish. It has discriminated against me. It's discriminated heavily against me. My PC hates me, but we're getting there. We managed to get a video out today, which is early on, which is a review on the Mossad Nagant, and obviously we've got the review on the M1919 as well as this one. So we're getting there. We're slowly but surely, I'm fixing the problems with the damn thing. So that's it from me. That's everything that's to do with this gun, Battlefield 5 giveaway. Absolutely everything. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Lenny, have you got anything you want to say?
In the days of old, when nights were bold and condoms weren't invented, they tied a shark around the cock and babies were prevented.
Well, so much for bloody behaving yourself. You've been good all the... You've been good all this video and now you want to spoil it.
Oh, cheer up, you miserable bastard.
You're a knobhead. Right. That's it from me, and that's it from Lenny G. Say bye-bye, Lenny.
Ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now, everyone.